Because you have started listening to this book, you or a close friend or a family member have likely been impacted by the upsetting and frightening diagnosis of dementia. You may have been told about this diagnosis in a number of different ways. Either the term dementia was used, or other words associated with or more specific than dementia, such as Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, Lewy body disease, frontotemporal dementia, or Pick's disease were used. You may have even been misinformed at first and told you were simply facing the normal changes of aging, normal forgetfulness, or just mild depression. Sometimes these terms are relatable based on others we know who have been affected by them, but they can be shocking to hear and hard to understand when talking about yourself or a loved one. Even more difficult is that none of the most common forms of dementia currently have treatments that can cure or consistently slow the disease person to person. This book begins by establishing a shared understanding of key terms used when describing dementia and explaining how dementia differs from the normal changes of aging. It then discusses the process of establishing a diagnosis, explains how the brain works in the process, and takes a deep dive into each one of the most common types of dementia to help you understand them better. One of the hardest facts to begin to understand in dementia is that it's not diagnosed by a single test, and it's not usually found through routine screening. The journey leading to a diagnosis can be long and challenging and may even seem to lack a clear path forward. No two people experience dementia in the same way, and how a diagnosis is eventually established may vary based on the approach taken by different doctors or between centers. But giving a name to your experience is an important first step in discussing and validating your concerns and beginning to plan for the future. This book then discusses treatments, including standard medical therapies for the symptoms of dementia, evolving treatments that target the biology of disease to potentially slow the course, and complementary strategies to support the patient and caregiver or care partner, sometimes also referred to as carers, as well as the option of participating in research. The changes that lie ahead and how to plan for the future are also explained in the ebook and in the print version. Throughout the book are patient stories to help you understand how problems may emerge in daily life. A glossary of terms is included in the ebook and the print versions of the book to enhance learning, and glossary terms appear in boldface in the print version the first time they are mentioned. Helpful appendices in the ebook and the print version include a list of vetted and reliable resources available for specific diseases and problems, tips on how to plan for a doctor visit, and information on participating in clinical trials. Whenever possible, a balance is struck between hope and realism, encouraging those with dementia and their loved ones to find joy despite contending with an often terrible disease.